Society rewards men for projecting stoicism. We are taught early on that silence is a requirement for strength. However, this celebrated exterior masks the cumulative internal damage that builds up when emotions are left unaddressed. Eventually, the structure begins to crack. This conditioning starts in childhood. Boys learn that expressing sadness, fear, or even exhaustion invites judgment. Over time, they begin to view their own feelings as evidence of a personal flaw. To navigate this, many men adopt a specific operating system. They stuff the emotion down. They learn to compartmentalize the feeling and move immediately back to the task at hand. This strategy relies on a mechanical misunderstanding. This schematic shows a pressure vessel where input pipes pump material in, but the release valve is welded shut. Suppressing an emotion traps it. The feeling remains active within a closed internal system, looking for an outlet. Without a release, that emotional energy compounds. It takes up increasing amounts of internal space, vibrating with more intensity as the pressure climbs. The illusion of being fine creates a ticking psychological time bomb. Constant suppression turns the mind into a pressure cooker, concentrating stress rather than resolving it. Maintaining this silence carries a heavy toll. Every day spent pretending the pressure isn't there extracts a measurable price from a man's mental and physical health. This is known as emotional cognitive load. It requires constant mental energy to monitor and block natural emotional responses as they occur. This load often manifests as chronic fatigue. Men frequently misdiagnose this as simple physical exhaustion. In many cases, the brain is simply worn out from the effort of keeping the internal vault locked. Yet another symptom is the numbing effect. This graph shows a normal range of emotional variance. Numbing negative emotions like sadness or fear has a side effect. It flattens the entire range. As a result, the capacity for joy and excitement diminishes alongside the capacity for pain. Eventually, the system reaches capacity. This leads to displacement, where the mind's defenses fail and energy leaks out through minor, unrelated triggers. A mild critique or a minor inconvenience causes the line to spike. The reaction breaks through the bars because it isn't about the current event. It is the release of months of backlogged pressure. Exhausting the mind's internal resources to hide a struggle leaves men feeling drained and prone to sudden volatility. Moving away from suppression requires a different approach to emotional resilience. Psychologists define resilience as the ability to process feelings efficiently, allowing them to pass through the system rather than stalling. The first step is the identification phase. Many men default to labeling every negative feeling as stress. This flowchart shows how to break that category down into specific notes like inadequacy, grief, or fear. Naming the emotion is the first step toward moving it. Step 2 is the assessment phase. This involves observing the pulsing node objectively. You look at the feeling without an immediate impulse to react or force it back down. Step 3 is the release phase. Here, you complete the circuit. By discussing the issue, writing it down, or engaging in physical activity, the node dissolves and the pressure leaves the system. A common hesitation for men is the fear that acknowledging these feelings will cause a loss of control or undermine their masculine identity. In practice, this framework converts chaotic pressure into actionable data. It provides clarity in high-pressure situations, allowing for more stable decision-making. A man who has optimized his emotional processing operates with a different level of efficiency. He reclaims the mental bandwidth that was previously wasted on maintaining a facade. Modern stoicism involves the ability to feel deeply while maintaining functional clarity. It is the practice of being aware of one's internal state without being ruled by it. This is a skill that requires deliberate practice. Like any technical discipline, it becomes more natural the more it is used. We want to hear your perspective. Leave a comment below detailing how you've navigated or broken out of the upcoming deep dives. Breaking the silence requires significant psychological effort. It transforms an invisible burden into a stable foundation, providing resilience that suppression can never achieve.